CEO of Bank of America came in to give some testimony in New York to New York Attorney General Andrew Cuomo, and he is also going to talk to Congress, I believe. And he flew in on his private jet from their headquarters in North Carolina. The private jet is $50 million. He still hasn't gotten the memo that that's a bad PR move, to say the least, right? Now, should he have the jet in the first place? That's a different question. I don't even want to get into it because I think it's tangential. But flying in on it to give testimony about how you don't have any money and need money is a terrible idea. Oh, I flew in on my $50 million jet. Could you give me a loan? It makes me want to say, F you. Okay, no, I can't give you a loan. Anyway, so he says the $3.6 billion that Bank of America, in essence, gave to the Merrill Lynch employees in bonuses at the end of 2008, he says he doesn't know where it went or who gave the authority. He said, oh, us? No, we had no authority over that. But you just bought Merrill Lynch. It's your money. And then, of course, they pulled out a document that said that those bonuses would have to be given, quote, in consultation with the Bank of America. So now when they go to the Merrill Lynch CEO, the former CEO of Merrill Lynch, John Thain, he says the same thing. Oh, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. No, Bank of America gave the bonus. And then Bank of America says, it wasn't us. Merrill Lynch gave the bonus. So nobody had any authority, but somehow $3.6 billion flew out of the door to those employees. Now look, you got to understand something. The interests of these executives are not the interests of the banks. They don't really give a damn if Merrill Lynch exists or if Bank of America is financially sound. Does the CEO care a little bit? Yeah, I'm sure it affects his reputation a little bit, so he cares a little bit. But not that much. What he cares a hell of a lot more about is his own salary. Now, let me give you this stunning numbers. According to investigators, a total of 696 employees at Merrill Lynch, an essentially bankrupt company that was sold off to Bank of America at bargain basement prices, a company that lost an enormous amount of money, tens of billions of dollars. In that company, in this disastrous year of 2008, 696 employees got bonuses over $1 million. Now, what the hell did 696 guys do at Merrill Lynch that was so terrific that they deserved over $1 million bonus? The top 4 employees were given bonuses totaling $21 million. What did they do other than bankrupting the company? No, they said, you can't look into it. It wasn't us. Nobody made that decision. Somehow the money just magically flowed from the United States taxpayer pocket right into those banks and into those bankers. Those executives don't give a damn about your taxpayer money, and you all know that. But they also don't give a damn about the banks. That's the flaw in the system that no one is talking about. They care about getting the money out of the banks and into their own pockets. And if we keep flowing that money from us to the banks, to the bankers, well, then we're fools. We deserve to be separated from our money. We got to end this at some point. They don't have our best interests in mind, which is understandable. They act in their own self-interest. That's how capitalism works. We have to fix the system so that our interests and their interests are aligned. Right now, they're not. So every dollar we spend on them is a dollar they take home.
You've had your share of pretty explosive encounters with the mainstream media in America. And you've accused the media of covering up government lies. Where do you stand now? How much can the mainstream media in America be trusted?
I don't think much at all. They're a soundbite news now, if you get what I mean, soundbite. There's no depth to anything. Plus, our major news organizations have really almost become monopolized. There's only like 3. Our media today is into creating the news rather than reporting it. And that's very dangerous when they're creating news rather than reporting it.
When you appear on the mainstream media, how much do you expect your voice to be heard?
Oh, I expect it to be heard very much, because far too many people in this country only rely on the mainstream media for any information. But, you know, the internet is getting super powerful now. And that'll be next. See, that's what the government has to control next, is the internet. Whenever government says they're going to keep you safe, get ready because you're going to lose your freedoms. So have I been censored before? Not off I can't think of it off the top of my head. Usually they'll simply ignore you. Like Fox News, the three big boys at night, Hannity, O'Reilly, and Beck. I now refer to them as the Three Stooges because I couldn't, with this book, I wasn't invited on to any of their shows.
You've been on their shows quite a few times.
Well, I've only been on Hannity's. O'Reilly will never have me on because he can't bully me, and he knows it.
Would you dare O'Reilly to interview you?
Oh, absolutely. I would dare Bill O'Reilly to interview me. In fact, I would say, Bill, show the world you have some courage, and talk to someone who won't kowtow to you.
When you look at my record, it's very clear what I've done so far, and that is nothing. Nada. Almost 1 year and nothing to show for it. You don't believe me? You think I'm making it up? Take a look at this checklist. Now, on my first day in office, I said I'd close Guantanamo Bay. Is it closed yet? No. I said we'd be out of Iraq. Are we? Not the last time I checked. I said I'd make improvements in the war in Afghanistan. Is it better? No, I think it's actually worse. How about healthcare reform? Hell no. I just don't see why the right is so riled up. I mean, how do you think the left feels? They're the ones that should be mad. Now, I'm sure they thought I would have addressed at least one of the following things by now. Global warming? No. Immigration reform? No. Gays in the military? No-uh. Limits on executive powers? Nope. Torture prosecutions? Nope. So looking at this list, I'm seeing two big accomplishments. Jack and squat.
That's right, Captain America here, telling President Obama to suck it.